Mr. Hari Krishna, thank you so much. I know that you have first contacted me a long time ago. I was very busy. I will later explain why, and I didn't have any energy. But I realized when you talked about the war, I realized it's very important for me to come to you today and to tell you, because I want as many people in the world as possible to know about what's going on in Ukraine, from Ukraine. And now I'm not at home, I'm not in my country. And the reason is because my country is at war. And today I want to tell you, as a Ukrainian, as somebody who were there when everything started on the first day, I want to tell you, and I hope that you will know the truth. Of course, it's always a little bit subjective, but I will try today to talk about the facts. So what is a fact? A fact is something that we can document. So it's a number, or it's something that you can see with your own eyes. Okay, so I will try to be objective today. And of course, a little bit subjective, because this is my homeland.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mr. Hari Krishna, will children set questions now?
Yeah, they will ask the questions. They will ask the questions. So
Okay,
I'm going to start with Rutika. Rutika, go ahead and ask the question.
Good evening, ma'am. I am Rutika, an 8th grade student from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. I am so privileged to interact with you. Namaste from India. Here my question is, what is the current situation in your country?
Okay, I got the question, and I will try to I will try to answer as much as I can. Yes, I don't have all the information, but as much as I can from what I know. Okay. To answer the question, what about the current situation?
Yes.
I need to go a little bit back. Yeah, I need to start from the beginning.
Yeah, please.
And okay, so here we are. Just a second. I'm not very okay. View slideshow. Good. Can everyone see my screen? Can you see that?
Yes.
Guys, tell me. Okay, great. So
yes.
as you see, what is the beginning? Yes, when did everything started? You see the year here. It was in 2014, not in 2022. It was in 2014. So basically, the war has been going on for 9 years. Yes, and but it started only in one place on the east of Ukraine. And I had the list of questions before. And the first question here was, what has the war meant for ordinary Ukrainians?
Yes, this is the question actually one student has, one student is supposed to ask the question.
I'm sorry, I realized that you wanted them to talk, but okay, so because I did it good. I'm an ordinary Ukrainian, and I wanted to tell you, so what happened on the 24th of February? Oh, sorry, that's a mistake. 2022, not 23. We were at home. I live in the capital of Ukraine. If it's Kyiv, yeah, it's Kyiv or Kyiv. And so this is my daughter, my cat, and my dog. And we woke up at 4 o'clock at night because we heard some explosions. So this is how everything started. We heard some explosions, and this was anti-missile. It's called PPO. I'm not quite sure what is the English word, but so these are the kind of missiles that shoot rockets before they reach the ground. And we have, this is called PPO, anti-rocket missile. So this anti-rocket missile in Kyiv started working. They started shooting Russian rockets. And this is how we woke up. My daughter didn't go to the university. I didn't go to school. We were scared, and we just didn't know what to do. people were panicking. And you see, I have a very big dog, a huge dog, and we have a cat. So we packed our things very quickly, and we went out. We didn't know what to do. We just took, you see, we have only 2 bags, 2 backpacks, water, and 2 animals. Okay. And then people started panicking at train stations in big cities. There were evacuation trains. These were trains that took people from capital, from Kyiv, from Kharkiv, to the west, to Poland. If you know, on the west, the next country to Ukraine is called Poland. So people were, I apologize, I'm sorry. I'm terrible, sorry. Okay, so, and this was what, but it was terrible because there were so many people and people were panicking and they were pushing, and it was really, really difficult. So these evacuation trains were as scary as war. Okay, for ordinary Ukrainian, this is the, you see, this is the map of Ukraine, the map of Ukraine, and at the center, this Kyiv, it's here in the middle, the capital, and this is the map. Why is it red? It's red because Russian rockets. So there is a danger of missile attacks. And when people see this map, they run to the basement. They have their alerts on their phones, so they run to the basement. Okay, so maybe let's...
Soumyasri, an 8th grade student from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Namaste from India.
Nice to meet you.
I'm so proud to ask a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Absolutely. Yes, go ahead.
Our schools are being run in your country at present.
Yes, that's an excellent question. I wanted to talk about it. Yes, and I will tell you for sure very soon, in a minute. And I see that there's one more. Thank you so much, Soumya. Yes, please.
How long will it take for Ukraine to reach to normalcy?
This I can answer you at once. Nobody knows, because no one knows when the war is over. At first, we were hoping that it's a matter of a few months. Like, you know, we took only 2 bags. We were hoping that in a few months we will go home, because this is crazy. This cannot happen in the modern world. This is something that you cannot comprehend, you cannot understand, you will never believe. So we thought that we would go back very soon.
Yeah.
But then the reality was, we understood. So unfortunately, I can't tell you when the war is over.
Yes.
And I can't tell you how much time it will take to go back to normalcy.
Yes.
So
let us hope that things will come to normalcy very soon.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
thank you for the question.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Absolutely.
This is Jessica, an 8th grade student. I would like to ask you a question. Here my question is, what is the US role in the conflict?
Okay. The United States have been also very, very supportive. And all the people of Ukraine are grateful to the United States for all the financial support and for all the military support. And unlike, so it's opposite to what, so we have the list of big friends of Ukraine. The first person who came to Ukraine after the war started was the Prime Minister of Great Britain, of the United Kingdom, Boris Johnson. So Boris Johnson and the UK was number one. Like, people of Ukraine were very emotional because it was very risky to cross the border. The country was at war, and Boris Johnson came to Ukraine, and it meant a lot. Number two is Poland. Poland is another country. Okay, just let me show you. If you see, this is the map of Ukraine,
Yeah.
and Poland is here, like at the left side. This is the west,
Okay.
right? So Poland is here. Poland is another very close friend. And Poland is like a country which is a sister to Ukraine, you know, so very close. And number three, this is United States. So these three countries, the Ukrainians consider to be greatest friends, but economically, so financially, so they have given us a lot of support. If it were not for the United States, Ukraine have been already devastated. So I think, you know, Ukrainians are incredibly brave, and Ukrainians but Ukrainians will keep fighting. But to stand against Russia, we need arms, and we need weaponry, and we need modern drones and artillery and everything. So this is the war. So we need financial help, and the United States help us, and we are praying to keep receiving this aid, because for us, if United States don't help Ukraine, we are at the risk of so our nation, Ukrainians, we don't want to cease to existing. You see, because Russia, there's a danger of being because Russia is a very big neighbor. India is a big country, you won't understand that, but Ukraine is not a very big country. So, and Russia is a huge country, and it's not only now, it's been like this for centuries, that they have been oppressing, they have been prohibiting to speak Ukrainian language, they have been destroying our cultural rules.
Yeah, please.
Yes, so this is the next slide. A lot of children, so a lot of people have left Ukraine, but a lot of people have stayed in Ukraine. And these people, like adults and children, they kept working and they kept studying. But because they have to hide, there were very often these alerts. They have to hide in the basements. And very often, as you see, there is a family. Sometimes there are a few families. Sometimes there is a village. So all the people from one village who have a big basement in one house, they come to one basement, and they used to sit there all together. So it wasn't easy. Sometimes it was terrible because they didn't have water, they didn't have food, they didn't have light, but they tried to survive. And as you see, children are studying here. So here's another example. In big cities like Kharkiv and Kyiv, where else? We have the subway, metro stations. So people spend time, like people slept there. Children used to have, and maybe have have their lessons. Yeah. Okay, I want to show you something. If you allow me very quickly, I have found a great video.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I want to show you one school and how the children were studying. Can you hear it? Is there sound?
No.
No sound. Okay,
No.
just a second. I think I need to share.
Is it
Uh-huh,
metro
here.
station? Is it metro station? The students are there?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
This is metro station. Audio here. No sound.
No, sir, no problem. We
Okay,
can.
I'll just show you. So what is happening here? So
Yeah.
basically, this is students. How old do you think they are? Can you write me in chat?
Yeah, students,
How
please
old?
write their ages. The chat.
Guys, that's a bad joke, actually.
Yes.
Okay, English, 25, 30. School students. No, school. Here, school students. Let me show. They're from, this is, that's a teacher,
Yes.
and these are students. That's a teacher. Aha, so these are children. Okay, we have one more answer. Mating. In Ukraine, 15, 16. I think this is okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your answers. Damarla, Nanda, Saisuria, great. Thank you for answers. Oh no, there's someone else. Okay, good. They studied mathematics, right? Mathematics, and they are about 14, 15. In Ukraine, the school is over at the age of 17. Like, well, some can be 16, some 17, but usually that's 17. Okay, great. Question.
Rehan, ask your question.
Hi, ma'am.
Rehan, ask your question quickly.
Hi, ma'am. This is Rehan, an 8th grade student from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Namaste from India. Here my question is, why did Russia invade Ukraine?
Yes, thank you. What a wonderful question, Rehan. Thank you so much for that. Russia has invaded Ukraine because Russia is an empire. So Russia was an empire. And Ukraine was a colony. This was like that before. But we think, wait, everything has changed now. Is India a colony now?
No.
No. Why? Because we are modern people. We live in the modern world. We need freedom, right? But Russia doesn't think so. We think, wait, you have been our colony for 5 centuries, for 6 centuries. Why do you want to be independent now? No, we will not let you go. You will not speak Ukrainian language. You will not have your border. No, forget about it. And Ukrainian people, they just, but okay, so I just want you to understand, imagine if that England will come to India now and say, come on, you're not Indian.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some people will like it, but okay. So, empire can do something good for the colony, but like, but not always, and we don't need Russia. So this is basically the question. Good. I don't know. This is number 1. Number 2. Where do these people go? Ukrainians have gone to different countries. And as you see, number 1 is Germany. I am in Germany now. Now I am living here. As you see that there's more than 1 million. Poland, Czechia, UK, United Kingdom, Spain, Italy, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Slovakia, Austria. And here I can't. There's also United States and Canada. They're also on the list. Some people went to Japan, not a lot, but some people also went to Japan. I don't have this is from the statistical. So as you see, the majority of people are in Germany, Poland, UK, and Czechia. This is a lot. It makes like 4 million people altogether. Why are people in Germany? Because in Germany, the social health. What is meant by social health? Here I can study German language, and I can get some help from the country. If they see that I'm a teacher, it's not easy to work here, but they can teach me. They can give me some time. They can give me some house to live. So people have got some. It's not that like you go and you don't have anything to eat. So they help a lot, and this is very, very, very important. So because when you have 2 bags with you, so this is how it happens. Okay, now, yes, total number of war migrants from Ukraine is 6+ million. And then somebody asked about casualties. What is a casualty? People who were killed, people killed in the war. It's called casualties. How many people were killed? You can see that from February 24th, 2022 to August 13th, killed people and injured people. So this is, again, from the statista.com. Statista, this is a website that gathers statistics. 9,444,000, and here 16,940,000. Usually, for one killed person, there are two. For one killed person, 2 injured people. So the proportion is 1 to 2. And I want to tell you that there are a lot. Well, here you can see how many men, women, but a lot of people who were not identified because they were killed by Russians. So we are to could you please translate that? I'm not sure if they know this word, civilian casualties.
Yes.
So people who are not soldiers, right? So people who were just living, and they were living at their homes, and as you see, men, the killed men 3,000, killed women 2,261, but there are a lot of people who were not identified. Why? Because in many small villages and towns, people were killed by Russians in big numbers. So they maybe set them to fire, they shot them, and they didn't bury them. So it's impossible to identify the bodies, and they have to do the analysis. Oh, good. Because they actually don't know who is that. They need to do DNA analysis. This is terrible, but there are a lot of mass graves where just hundreds of people killed and buried. So this is what's happening. And as you see, there are a lot of children.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, good. It's okay. Sorry, just here we. Yeah, so I was here. As you can see, so these are civilian casualties to April. I could only find to April. Men killed and injured, women, and people who are known. And then you have children. At the moment, about 500 children are dead. boys and girls.
Mm.
And as you see, about 1,000 children are injured. So there are lots of cases when people lose limbs, no leg, no arm. So, and that's why they are taken abroad, maybe to undergo a surgery. So this is what is happening. Okay. But I wanted to show you something positive at the end. I wanted, if you don't mind, can I share where I'm living now? Because you asked me to
Yeah.
show some photos.
Please.
Okay, so I'm in Germany, and the city where I am now is called Heidelberg. Heidelberg. And this is what not but the city looks like. It's not big, it's pretty small. And there is a castle, a famous castle. And this castle is these are ruins. If you can go closer, you can see that these are ruins. Why is this a ruin? Because France, which is very close, because I am at the border of Germany and France. So France and Germany, they were at war. They were also fighting. And this castle was destroyed during the war. And they decided not to rebuild it. They decided to keep it like ruins, so that people will look at it and remember that that everything is so that everything changes, that everything just time flows. So
I can understand. So you have been to, yes, you have just come to the country Germany. How long did it take you to learn the German language? We all know that German language is one of the toughest languages to learn. So how long did it take to learn this language or to acquire this language?
I haven't learned it yet.
Okay.
If you know, there are 6 levels, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. I have taken B2, which means I'm at level 4. I need to take level 5 and level 6, C1 and C2. If I want to work here in Germany as a teacher of English,
Okay.
I need to speak perfect German.
Oh.
Even if I teach English, I need to speak perfect German for public schools.
Okay.
For private schools, no, but for public schools, yeah. And it took me more than a year. But okay, I'm trying to do my best, but
yes.
you know, I'm 46. My memory is not the best, but I will keep working. I will keep working because I want to learn 2 more languages. I want to finish Chinese. I used to teach I was a teacher in China. I lived in China for 5 years.
Too many languages.
And I speak a little bit of Chinese and Italian because my boyfriend is Italian, so I need to speak Italian. So it's.
So I have one more question. You have been here in Germany for a few months. I would like to know about the German schools. What school system is popular in Germany? Public school system or private school system?
Okay. I have mostly learned about public schools. Public education is free. Public education is there are 3 types of schools. 3.
Okay.
Like gymnasium, it's a classical school for children who are like not talented, but for children who want to learn, for children who want to go to the university. So, and at this school, they have to study for 12 years, and at the end, they take an exam. It's like Abitur. And with this Abitur, they go to the university. Type of school number 2 is called Realschule. It's like real school or whatever. It's a little bit, it's not so complicated. Because in gymnasium, you need to study Latin or Greek. So it just, you see.
Mhm.
And there is the third type of school. I don't remember the exact name, but it's for children who want to go to berufliche, like vocational schools. They don't need universities. They don't need a lot of languages. It's a little bit they want to do some handwork, something manual. This is number 3. And children, if children don't go to school, if they miss school, the parents have to pay fine. Parents have to pay money, and this is a lot of money.
Mhm.
For example, you can't say, my child don't go to school today because we will go to the seaside or we will we'll travel. No, you will get the letter from the school, from the director, from the principal, and you will need to. If you have 2 letters, you will have a lot of problems. They can take parents to the court. A lot of money, 1,000 euro. This is a lot of money. And yeah.
So that means there are strict rules as far as the
absolutely. Parents should ensure that the child goes to school. So if he says, Mom, I want to stay at home today, I want to sleep. No, because if the child is late, there will be problems. So it's very strict, very, very strict.
So what what timings do the school start and at what time it closes? In India, we start at 9 a.m. and closes at 4 p.m.
Because parents work, most parents work. And well, usually it's 8:30. 8. I go to the language school as a student, not as a teacher. That's why I can tell you exactly, but usually 8:30. Maybe some schools at 9. Private schools. There are private schools too. Parents have to pay there, but why should they pay? Because the schools are really good, and the job of a teacher is really well paid here. In Ukraine, it's not like that. Okay, so here it's.
So I have the last 2 questions, and I think that since you are in Germany, in Germany, I heard that most of the students living in Germany would like to opt the medicine. I mean, they want to become doctors rather than the engineers. Is it?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But three most competitive Fächer, how to say that? Majors at the university. Medicine, right? Jurisprudence, just like jurisprudence, jura is law. Law number 2. And number 3 is finances. Yeah, these are 3 most well-paid jobs. And as a result, most competitive specialties at the university. You have to take exams, and the competition for one place is tougher. A lot more applications per one place. No, but being an engineer is also very lucrative and profitable. No, that's not true. I haven't seen any Indian here in my language school, but there are Chinese,
Yes.
A lot of people from Afghanistan, Syria. I don't have any Indian.
Yes. So here is my last question. Are there any incentives provided to the students that come to the public schools, especially in the public sector? So in India, the government itself provides free institutes like free meal to the students, free uniform, free textbooks, and everything is free to the students that come to the public sector, public schools. So are there such incentives to the students that come to the public schools in Germany?
Okay, I'm not sure. I think I can't answer you about the meals, but I know that parents receive Kindergeld, children money.
Okay.
So there's some well, Germany wants more babies, so that's why they provide incentives to parents. They want to make it a little bit easier to nurture and to bring children up.
Oh.
There are not enough places in kindergartens but they okay, so they try to when you have this paternal leave or maternal leave, you keep your salary, but it's not very long. Yeah, a mom can take it or a dad can take it. Okay, but later the child keeps receiving some money, like 250 euros every month, and maybe there are some school money. So if the family doesn't have enough money to buy something, they can always apply to social for it's called social Leistungen for social services, and they will be given money. I know that museums, school trips, extracurricular activities, all these type of things are subsidized, but I'm not sure about meals. So most things are for free, like activities. If you are registered in the city, you can go to the swimming pool. Or very often there's a big discount.
Okay.
I think it's a good country for kids and children. But
yes. So what I understood that teaching English subject in Germany, one has to learn even Germany also. So that means bilingual teaching, I think, is mostly takes place in the classroom rather than only English to English.
Not exactly. For public schools,
yes,
they have some jobs. They're very strictly certified. These jobs, for example, all the medical jobs and all the pedagogical jobs, they have very high standards. And when a foreigner comes to the country, they want to make sure that the education of the foreigner is up to the standard. It takes about a year to recognize the diploma, and then they want you to speak the language, because you will be having these parent-teacher conferences, teachers meetings, and you need to be able to communicate with colleagues in German.
Okay.
And there is also, it's called colloquium, that you have to participate. So there's a lot of bureaucracy. One of the biggest drawbacks here is bureaucracy. Everything is but the plus is that this bureaucratic machine, it has the other side, and it's helpful. It can be helpful, but you need to take a lot of steps. So for a private school, you don't need German, but you need to be. It's better to be a native speaker. So as they want, but if you have a diploma, then you have very good chances to recognize and to work at a school, but with the German language.
Yeah. So before we wind up this session, I have one more question. And what did you notice the uniqueness in Germany compared to the Ukraine, your home country, and in terms of the education system?
Education system. I can only talk about the education system for adults because I have been a student myself in the language school.
Okay.
And what have struck me, can you imagine? A lot of Ukrainians have migrated to Germany, and this country has to create a lot of 1 million migrants, and a high percent, a lot of people are people with higher education, with diplomas, people who were doctors, teachers. In Syria, the situation was a little bit difficult, yeah. But here, so they have created courses, books, and they have provided everything so quickly. I mean, this course of German, because I'm trying to analyze this course as a teacher of English, like IELTS,
Yes.
yeah, or FCE. They have created, it's called German for Profession, Deutsch für den Beruf. Exams on all levels, and these exams they're so practical. This is just amazing how quickly they have provided everything, and the teaching materials are of the highest quality. So this is I was very much, yeah, I'm planning to become also a teacher of German here. But
Oh,
it will...
great.
Yes, yeah, but
Okay.
in Germany you need 2 subjects to be a school teacher. Yeah, you cannot just teach English. You need to teach English and math, or English and chemistry.
Oh, how
Not
many?
every
How many?
2
Two subjects.
2 subjects.
Okay.
Yeah, or 2 languages, or maybe a Latin, for example, English and Latin, English and math. So
Okay, that's strange for me, because in India, one teacher has to teach only one subject. One teacher is supposed to teach only one subject. So, for instance, if I am an English teacher, I am supposed to teach only English. So no other.
exactly.
But that's strange for me. But maybe their motives are different. Maybe the Germans think in some other way.
I think it's about what do you say that
Personal.
Personal, when you find connections between 2 things,
Yes.
and then you will be able to. So, but it's a good starting point for me.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. So thank you so. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yes.
much for your time and